The Red Veil Rite, a forbidden ritual story. In the quiet village of Caracal, nestled between dead woods and forgotten marshes, there exists a tale the locals refuse to speak out loud. Not because it's too old to matter, but because it still echoes. Every generation, someone vanishes on the longest night of winter, and the elders say it's the price for a ritual no one should have remembered. The Red Veil Rite. Historians uncovered a torn parchment from the 1600s that described a blood-binding ceremony performed by a secluded death cult known as the Veiled Hand. They were not worshippers of gods, but of something older, unnamed, called only the Mourner Beyond. The Red Veil Rite, according to that fragment, promised knowledge and protection from death, but not for free. The price was identity. Once you completed the ritual, you'd never be recognized again. Not by family, not by friends, not even by mirrors. You would live, yes, but as a stranger to the world. Performing the Red Veil Rite requires 7 specific steps, all of which must be done in total silence. At midnight on the winter solstice, draw a veil from red thread and sheep's blood. The veil must be soaked in the tears of a grieving mother. Enter a place where someone has died, but where no one ever mourned them. It must be truly forgotten. Light 3 black candles and place them in a triangle. Stand barefoot in the center, wearing the red veil. Carve your full birth name in reverse onto your left arm. Close your eyes and chant, "I see not with eyes, I speak not with voice. I am not who I am." Wait for the mourner's response. You'll hear a whisper not in your ears, but behind your eyes. Then, if it chooses you, the wind will stop. You must remove the veil and stare at your reflection in a shard of glass. If it smiles back, and you don't, the rite is complete. But if you smile and it does not, you've failed, and the mourner takes your face. In 1971, a folklore student named Liv Thomason came to Caracal to study rural funerary customs. She never left. Her journal, found in a boarded-up room behind the old rectory, detailed her obsession with the Red Veil Rite. She believed it to be real and wanted to prove it. Locals say they saw her wandering the edge of the marsh 2 nights before the solstice, speaking to someone they couldn't see. Her final journal entry reads, "The veil is prepared. The thread bled my fingers dry. I dreamt of someone wearing my face, but it blinked after I did." She was last seen entering the abandoned slaughterhouse that winter night. Authorities searched the building but only found a red cloth stuck to the rafters, soaked with blood, and a triangle of burnt wax on the floor. There was no trace of Liv. However, her camera was recovered. Its film developed weeks later. One photo. An image of Liv standing alone in the dark, staring into a broken mirror, while another figure identical to her stood behind her reflection. Since then, Caracal has had 7 more disappearances, each on a solstice night. One man, Arvid Larson, reappeared a week after being declared missing, but he wasn't the same. He didn't speak, didn't blink. His fingerprints didn't match old records. His own dog wouldn't go near him. When asked his name, he replied in a flat voice, "That man died. I wear what's left." He hanged himself in 1999. In his note were just 3 words carved into the paper, "Veil was red." Those who know of the Red Veil Rite say it's not just a ceremony, it's a trap, a trade. It does not offer knowledge. It steals your image and walks the earth with it. If you speak the mourner's chant into a mirror, the reflection may pause before you do. If it ever does, you're no longer looking at your reflection. You're looking at your replacement. So if you find an old veil made of red thread and blood, if it's placed at your door on the winter solstice, do not touch it. Do not speak. Do not look in the mirror. And above all, don't try to remember the name you were born with, because it might already belong to someone else.